Who else would it be? I don't... Happy Monday. It's Monday. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry about the fan in the background. It is just too hot for me not to have it on. Hopefully it's far enough away that it's not too loud. I make no promises though. I read a lot today. I read Learn My Lesson, which is a Katie Robert book, so it's a erotic romance. Anyway, moving on. I also read For Your Own Good by Samantha Downing. That was a thriller that I really enjoyed. It wasn't about like women doing stupid shit like most thrillers nowadays are. It wasn't about stupid household things or like the husband secretly cheating and abusive. None of that. None of that. It had very like You vibes. I haven't read the book. I'm talking about the TV show. And yeah. So it was good. I enjoyed it. And it was written by a woman, so it didn't have women being stupidly written. It just had characters whose motivations were wrong. I also, my issue with that book, the only reason it's not a 5-star read is because the ending was just too ridiculous for me. I also read The Wild Ones by Nafiza Azad, and that book is about these girls who are kind of like brutally, like they get wrecked, and this guy like gives them stars, and then they can kind of like haunt real life kind of as ghosts, and they like scream to hurt people, and it's how the boy made of stars, it's kind of they're trying to figure out his backstory and who he is and that sort of thing, because something's after them. I liked it a lot. There were moments where I got a little bit lost in the plot, but otherwise it was beautifully written, and I enjoyed it a lot. I thought the characters were really fun, and there is like a queer character as well, which is great. Just great. I'm starting the Turnout by Meg. My brain wants to say Abbott, and that is a completely different author. Megan Abbott. That is like a ballet thriller, I think. I'm like 16% into it. I don't dislike it. I'm just kind of like waiting to see. I'm waiting for it to get interesting, because it's not yet. But a thriller based around the Nutcracker time for a ballet studio sounds very stressful. What else? Oh, I'm starting At the End of Everything, which is an arc that I have. I should be starting that sometime today. And I've picked up embroidery again for a minute. I'm doing a project for my brother, so I'm hoping that it comes out right. I definitely undercharged when I used to charge people for embroidery, because holy crap. It's not going to go this way. It's going to be the other way. I have it this way so that I could trace easier, but essentially it says it's going to be in this frame. But the back is... I'm going to flip it. Don't worry about it. It says, I do not spew profanities. I enunciate them clearly like a fucking lady. It's for his wife, my sister-in-law, who's a big reader. So we shall see how it goes. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I also managed to get my pirouette down. Not good, but I did get it today during ballet, so that's very exciting. And that's it. Not really anything else is happening this week. Looking at the calendar, and there's like not a whole lot going on. So I think this week I'm probably just going to be doing a lot of cleaning and not that much reading. I'm almost like done reading things that I own. I oddly enough right before Clear Your Shit. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna go though, because I gotta go buy groceries at the grocery store. I hope you guys are having a good day. I will check back in later. Okay, thanks, bye. Thursday. I have an interview tomorrow at 12:30. Very nervous. Hope that goes well. I've been just like cramming technical terms and stuff. Normally when I have an interview like this, I work in the office and I get quizzed by my friends in the office. Obviously that is not happening right now because we're home. I have read a lot today. I'm almost done with At the End of Everything, which is an arc about a plague that's killing a lot of people. No pressure. It's very stressful actually to read. And I finished the Hawthorne Legacy, which is the next book in the Inheritance games. Very interesting. I lost a nail apparently. When did that happen? I know I have one missing for sure, but anyway, Inheritance games, and it's fun. It's a fun, like, spooky, I guess, thing. I wouldn't say spooky, maybe that's not the right word, but yeah, I don't hate it, basically. Which is interesting because I'm totally losing my train of thought. Sorry. At the End of Everything is interesting because I did not enjoy Mariki's other book that I read by them, and I don't remember what that one's called, but I didn't love it, and it was a thriller. This one, on the other hand, very good, and it has religious trauma, which is my favorite, so that's great. Hawthorne Legacy, very fun, very like murder mystery dinner vibes. I don't know if y'all have ever been to like those murder mystery dinners, but that's the energy that the Hawthorne Legacy gives me and the Inheritance games gives me. This was just like a continuation of that. It also reminds me of the Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. It's not the same, but similar, and I really like that. I'm going to start Bewitched today. I may not get very far. We'll, see. I have a meeting at 3:30, so fingers crossed that the interview goes well tomorrow. I don't know what's expected. I'm gonna ask Chris, my housemate, what more details on what the workload is, if he knows. It's not his job, so he may not, and that's okay. I lost my train of thought. Great. I think that's it. We have another announcement for the readathon coming out tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. It's the character creation stuff. And then we have a little bit of a surprise happening closer to the readathon. So can't tell you more about that because I don't know when this blog will be up, but we'll see how it goes. I'm very tired. What did I read though that made me angry? Oh, The Turnout by Megan Abbott. Horrible book, don't read it. It's a slow burn thriller, but like for it to be a slow burn, that would imply that at a later time there would be something interesting that happens, and that's not the case here. It was not good, it was not interesting, and then it had like hinted at incest, and there was child stuff, and it just over-sexualized ballet, and I just didn't like it. Wasn't a fan of it, and I felt like it was badly written. So there's that on top of all of the other things. So no, it's not for me. Also, yeah, no, I can't tell you about the CLEARURSHT thing because when this comes out, the announcement still won't be out yet, but just wait. I am so nervous for this interview tomorrow. I'm gonna go. I have an interview, or not an interview, I have a meeting in an hour, and I want to like get some reading done before I do that, so keep things fine. Hello, hi. I am like psyching myself out because I have an interview in less than an hour, in 50 minutes, and I'm like very stressed out about it. I have a lot of anxiety. I finished At the End of Everything yesterday. That's the like plague book. That's a terrible thing to call it, but that's what it is. It's the plague book by Mariki Ninjkamp. And it was actually really good. Very heavy to read, and the religious trauma in it, I know I said that yesterday, or I think I said that yesterday, but I just want to reiterate that it's very good. It felt like coming home. The character felt like coming home for me. The main character, not main character, one of the points of views is Emerson, and Emerson is a non-binary person who was kicked out of their home because of religious like reasoning, and I like obviously wasn't kicked out of my home and my parents are great, but some of my extended family is not, and I'm not out to them, and even having this account is a little bit stressful because I'm not out to them, and so, you know, I worry that they're gonna look at my stuff because like I'm not the older family that would be more greatly affected. They don't really know how to find people on social media, so I'm less concerned about them. The people that are more like my brother's age and like in their 30s and 40s, yeah, a little bit worried about them, but I'm also not gonna like hide any of my stuff. I did lock my Twitter account one time because someone threatened to out me to my extended family because they thought I had done something that I hadn't done, and it made me feel really sick to think about, so I like privated down my Twitter account and like almost took down all my YouTube videos because I freaked out. And then I had this like dawning realization that like I don't care. I mean, like I do, and it'll suck, but mostly it'll suck for my parents more than me because I'm not that close to them, and my parents will have to really show that they support me or not in those instances, and that's not my problem, right? So holy fuck, I'm so nervous though for this interview. Like I feel like throwing up. The book from Brittany, my brain just completely blanked. What is it called? Holy shit. And I'm like very excited for it to come in. Brittany and Willow's Bloody Spade. Today's the day that Bloody Spade comes out. It's September 15th. So I'm very excited. I'm hoping that it comes in like sooner rather than later because I kind of want to reread it. It's going to go on the same shelves as Cute Mutants, I think. Except it's not really sapphic, so it's kind of like, should it? But yes, but should it? So we'll see what happens there. I am almost done with The Ravens, which is a book that Art told me to read, and it's about like culty sorority situation, and I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. I generally avoid Greek life, dark academia, but then when Art was like, no, it's witchcraft, I was like, oh shit, never mind, I'll read it then. I'm down. Because I like know Greek life well. I was a fraternity wife for 4 years, and I'm very against it. I think Greek life should be abolished, especially like the institutionalized racism there is heavy. But yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. I'm really enjoying it. I'm almost done. I've got about 20 minutes left. And then I finished Bewitched this morning, and it's like if Scapegracers, The Babysitter's Coven, and These Witches Don't Burn / This Coven Won't Break had a baby. And the issue is that Scapegracers is good, and the rest of those books are not. Or in my opinion, they're not. I did not enjoy the rest of those books. And so the parts that were really good, and the parts that were really bad were really bad. And unfortunately, there were more really bad parts than really good parts. And it's kind of plotted out like a anime series where it's just like filler, 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 plot, filler, 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 plot, filler. And sometimes with diversity, I think that we work too hard to give backstory to diverse characters instead of just letting them exist in their stories. Like, they don't need to have these traumatizing, horrendous backstories. They can just like exist in a book. And so, you know, that's my opinion on that. And I know I'm a white person, so like the fuck do I know about that? And that's fair. That would be a fair criticism. I just have seen, especially with like queer diversity, where like let's over-explain everyone's labels and sexual identity when like I didn't even realize, especially in young adult, I didn't even realize that I was on the ACE spectrum until this year. Like I had like looked intensely at gray aromantic, and I was like, yeah, that's me. I definitely identify with that. But it was really hard to like say that when I'm I'm chronically monogamous in very long-term relationships. And it kind of also dawned on me that I fall under this like sex positive part of the ACE spectrum, which I didn't know existed until Brittany Willows, the author of Bloody Spade, talked about it and talked about the fact that you can be ace and enjoy sex, you just don't experience sexual attraction. And I was like, hold on, wait a minute, flip it over, like, what? Rewind, tell me more about that. What do you mean? Anyway, I'm just thinking about, like, representation of queer identities and stuff in different books and everything, especially after some drama that recently, it wasn't even drama, it was like a literal, like, it was like a, like, ace phobia AF on Twitter, where someone said an entire group of queer people should be, and a popular booktuber defended it and said it was satire, and they've since, like, taken it back. And I don't want to, like, get involved in drama or anything, but, like, that hurt. And thinking that an entire group of queer people needs to have that happen to them, even if you're joking, like, even joking about that, just because they want to be represented in books, sucks. I don't know. It sucks. That's, like, a lot to unpack in one video. So I will not be doing that in one vlog. So I will not be doing that. And I'm also kind of rambling because I'm anxious as fuck. I'm not even anxious. So this was something I was telling Art the other day. It's very interesting to me that I now can tell distinctly the difference between being nervous and being anxious, because I'm not anxious all the time anymore. So I used to always think that, like, when I was nervous about something, it was anxiety, because I would start having an anxiety attack. But I was having an anxiety attack because it was sensory overwhelming for me, because I wasn't medicated properly for the correct diagnosis. But now that I've been medicated for ADHD, there's something in my eye and I'm coughing and I'm uncomfortable. But now that I've been properly diagnosed for ADHD and medicated, like, I'm very nervous. And I talk a lot when I'm nervous. I don't talk a lot when I'm anxious. And I know that about myself now, which is kind of cool to know. Like, when I met my online friends for the first time, I was very nervous. I wasn't anxious. It wasn't anxiety, because I wasn't having an anxiety attack. I wasn't unable to breathe. I wasn't, like, it's just very different, like, nervousness versus anxiety. Anyway, my interview today is with who would theoretically be my manager. I will have 3 more interviews after this, assuming I pass it. No one told me if any of them are technical, and it's a technical role, and so I'm just like, I don't know what I need to have prepared for this interview. like what skills I need to have prepared for this interview, how I need to be prepared for this interview. The difference is that, like, my old like interviews within the company that I currently work for, I could easily, like, reach out to somebody on the same team as me and be like, or on the team that I'm applying for and interviewing for, and be like, hey, what does the interview look like? Like, what's the what are some of the technical questions, if you remember? Like, do you have any notes and can I borrow them? And, like, that's kind of how I did my technical interviews for any of my other positions within my current job. But now, like, the only person I have as a contact is Chris, and Chris is in a non-technical role because he's, like, more of a support, like, account manager situation. And it's just, like, it's different. Anyway, none of this is about books. I'm sorry, I guess. I'm gonna be reading a lot of comics for this after this interview, just because I think my brain is gonna need to just, like, relax. But I'm gonna go and take out my trash and, like, get my room a little bit more ready. I'm thinking also of getting a, like, the kind of bookshelf that's like the cubbies. I'm putting it in the middle of my 2 bookshelves and using the long bookshelf I have as, like, a shoe rack in my bedroom or in my closet. But we'll see if that's what I end up doing. And then putting my computer on there, maybe. We'll see if that's what I end up doing. I don't know. I still want to get, like, a projector TV situation. I don't know if I talked about that or not, but, like, I want to move my bed and then put another floating bookshelf above it and then put a projector on it to project over onto that wall so that I can watch TV on it. And what was and get, like, a Chromecast, and, like, so I can easily control it, easily watch TV with it, because right now I watch TV on my computer, and that's fine, except that it's really hard to, if you're in bed and you gotta turn it off, like, that sucks. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if I do that. I'm gonna go do things to get ready. Let's try and stop being so nervous. Fingers crossed that it goes well, y'all. Okay, I'm gonna get water, do some shit. Okay, thanks, bye. I was rejected the job. I think that's all I'm gonna say about that. They found someone better fit for the job. So back to the drawing board. Maybe if I just like don't talk about it, I will have better luck. Back to the drawing board. I just wanted to give that update today. Thanks, bye. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. Take me away. I wanna run to you every night. Let me hold your hand. I wanna stay with you every night. This is me just hoping I'm in frame. Good morning. What is happening here? Goodness gracious. Yesterday was hair wash day, so what on earth is happening? I'm gonna make coffee real quick and I'll come back. I didn't update yesterday because I needed the day to kind of like feel better and start looking at job applications again. But it's okay. It's alright. This hair is not. I don't really know what's happening right now with my hair. Please, like, why is some of it so curly and short and then some of it's just like, no, I'm straight. Is this what the bisexual agenda is? Because that would track. I'll make coffee real quick here a bit. Okay, I took my legal, probably can't say that word on YouTube. It starts with an M and it ends with an F. My Adderall, I took my meds. We jokingly call it that word. I still don't think I could probably say on YouTube. What I love is that, like, other platforms, I feel like I can pretty much say whatever I want to. Like, I don't have to censor the very specific details. Like words and change the way I say them. Oh, fuck, I'm so tired. Yesterday, I read The Beast by Katie Roberts. I have Sea Witch I'm going to read today. I did not enjoy The Beast as much as I enjoyed Worthy Opponent. Is that what it's called? The Hook and Tink one. I enjoyed that one a lot, but for personal reasons. Am I a smart reader now? No, I'm not that. Good try though. Definitely not that though. I do not know what's happening with my hair. I don't like it though. I never thought I would say this, but some of these curls are too tight. Also, don't talk to me about my nails. I am doing them today. Yeah, I tried to look at other, like, books of that genre. I did not find any that I liked. Also because I prefer them in audiobook format, like a fucking weirdo. I know that a lot of people do not prefer that. It makes them uncomfortable, which is why there's not a whole lot of audiobooks of all of this, which is fine, you know, live your best life. But for me, the audiobook's easier because then I'm not like, oh, this is too much, I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry, I walked in, I gotta go. So, you know. But I did try a few others, or like I looked at a few others, but the concepts just all seem really stupid, and I like the way that Katie Roberts is written, with regards to like kink and BDSM. I like the way that it's handled is really responsible, and I really appreciate that. I fucking read something else yesterday, but can I tell you what it is? No. Oh, Anna K. Away. That's what I read. Anna K. Away is the second book in the Anna Karenina retelling by Jenny Lee. I read the first Anna K. retelling, I think like early on in my booktube stuff last year. And I didn't expect to like it because, like, I, never read Anna Karenina, and a lot of people were, like, bullying people for having never read Anna Karenina, and, like, I'm sorry. I went to a Christian private school. We didn't read classics. The classics we read were the Bible, and, like, fucking Little House on the Prairie. The fuck? Russian literature? You think that at my Georgia school they let us read Russian literature? No, they didn't want us to be communists. Come on! Anyway, So no, I never read Anna Karenina, and now I don't like classical reading because I don't have any brain cells for it. So, you know, there's that. I did read Lolita, which I think caused a lot of mental issues, but anyway. Thinking about that book now is just like, delusional. The culture that Tumblr and Lolita definitely created was problem. If I did long form video essay content, I would talk about that further because it damaged an entire generation of AFABs into thinking that it was totally normal for adult men to groom you. It's sexually appealing. But Lolita 100% fucking created a generation of AFABs who thought that, like, this was a romantic story. He, like, murders her mom and then kidnaps her and then grooms her. That's not romantic. I don't care how romantically it's written, it's not romantic, it's fucked up. Realistically, I wish we had, like, a Lolita retelling where she actually just murders him. Does she murder him in the end? I don't know, but I want that. Also, some men write books just to hear themselves talk, and it's so annoying. Ugh. Feel me? Anyway, I read Anna K. away. Why was there a sequel to Anna K? There literally did not need to be one. It was not good. It was Gossip Girl era writing, right? But we are no longer in Gossip Girl era. It is 2021, and I don't think that the young adult generation that we are currently in can appreciate the vapidness of Gossip Girl era writing, because that shit was just vapid, head empty, no thoughts, bullshit. Like, I'm gonna reread it for a childhood rereads eventually, but, like, vapid, head empty, and I just don't think that this generation of teenagers is the audience for that kind of content. And even though I am the audience for that kind of content, like, I still enjoy that kind of, like, vapid writing. I think that it's fun. I did not enjoy this. No, I didn't enjoy this. It was just dumb. The whole thing was dumb, and I don't think there should be more books. I hope there's not more. I don't know if there is or not, but I hope not. I'm gonna move you guys so that I can finish getting ready there, because I think this is the best I'm gonna get my hair. I don't really know what's happening. What if I did, like, an aesthetic, like, I've seen those videos where people do vlogs and they, like, light candles and shit, but it's like an aesthetic, like, intro into their videos. What if I did that? I'm not going to. It would be way too much work. This is pumpkin shortbread. It is an Opal House candle. I think that means it's from Target. I don't remember. Wow, that's a very high flame. Who's here? Thank you. We're not going to talk about that. Anna K was fine. No, it wasn't. I didn't like it. It was a bad book. I don't know what I'm saying. Where are my clippies? Hello? There. I started Sea Witch, but I didn't, like, get far in it. Oh, I'm also reading Daughter of the Moon Goddess, which is a Chungi retelling. Did I say that right? I only know about this legend because of the fucking Netflix movie To the Moon, which I adore and have watched like 4 times since it came out, and it's made me cry multiple of those times. I'm obsessed with it. It gives me 6 Crimson Cranes energy, like the goddess type abandoned in the middle of nowhere and has to work her way up situation. Very similar. Different legends obviously, but very similar. How should I do my makeup? That is the question. We're doing baby pink nails, but my makeup, I don't know. And I might run out of time before I can do my nails in the morning. I think we're gonna do pink. When don't I do pink? I almost always do pink. I feel like every time I go see my fiance, I've done pink. No, I did green the other day. I just didn't like the way that it turned out. Doing Sea Witch today. And then I'm done with Katie Roberts' books. Could I read any of the other ones? Yeah, but I don't want to. I'm also going to read I Kissed Alice, which is a queer book that I got from the library. Which reminds me I need to download that. I got my entire like TBR set up in Notion, and I'm really excited about that. I'm going to finish working on the spreadsheet for 2022, or start working on it after I do some necessary CLEARURSHT stuff. But I'm going to do that, and then I will share that. I'll make a video about it, probably with my goals video. And yeah, that's the goal for today. I'm also gonna try and wash my makeup brushes because this is fucking gross. So we'll see how that goes. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm gonna go so that I can finish getting ready, but I hope you're having a good day. That's it. Okay, thanks, bye. Hello, it's Monday and I'm super zoomed in. I think I just hit a button before I started this, so sorry in advance. I'm closing out the vlog here though. I have tons of footage. I just edited most of it, except for this part obviously because I'm filming it right now. I hope you guys had a great day though. I didn't read anything over the weekend, so I don't really have anything else to say. I will see you guys next week though. Okay, thanks, bye.